All right, I think we're live. Yeah, it looks like we're live. Hey, everybody. Hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling way better today. I'm finally not sick. It's like, it's just amazing the difference that it makes in your life when you're not sick anymore after being sick. Anyway, today I'm doing something pretty cool. This is like a really, really useful thing to do if you own like hardware synths. This is like one of the best things that you can do. So basically what I'm doing here is I have this process that I've developed here that I'm going to use to make what's known as a multi-sample. And a multi-sample is when you have a bunch of different samples from from an instrument. Maybe it's a guitar, maybe it's a piano, or in this case, it's a hardware synthesizer. And I'm going to turn these into a sampler instrument that we can play inside of Ableton. And once that's done, it's going to be really cool. Here, I'm actually going to turn that. Oops, undo. Yeah, I think that's better. Let me see. C sharp. I'll undo that. Undo. Okay, C is C sharp, so I want to go down there. Okay, cool. So basically, what I'm doing here is I'm turning these sounds. Like, this is a sound from my Moog that I've run this process on. And now I have this awesome playable instrument from this punchy bass sound. And I have this meaty Moog sound here. I'll turn it up so you can really hear it. Right, really meaty sort of a sound. Here, let's see. I don't know how that got adjusted. That's 0. You know, really nice. So basically, I want to make a bunch of these sounds that I've created from my hardware into software instruments, and then you can do things like create a polyphonic Moog, right? And last night, actually, I'll show you a little bit of this track that we did yesterday, so you can just kind of see where I'm going with this process. Whoa, Ableton with the thinky. But yeah, I'll show you like this track that I made with Ian yesterday. Fuck, it's insane. Because the thing with hardware synths, right, especially analog hardware synths, is you only get one voice, right? So it's like, you know, like imagine a choir, right? You need a choir to sing a chord. You can't have like one person sing a chord because they only have one set of vocal cords. Well, it's the same thing with a synthesizer. In a software synth, you can just crank up the voices and play like a fat chord with like 12 voices or whatever, but you can't do that on a hardware synthesizer. So one of the big benefits of this process that I'm doing is that you can make these polyphonic, you know, meaning poly, more than one, and then phonic is like a, you know, a voice, you know, more than one voice. Phonic is like sound. But anyway, so I made this with Ian, and I'm just gonna play this for you and just listen to this, what it sounds like when you have a polyphonic synth. Just listen to the fucking difference that like, because when you hear a chord patch with like a normal software synthesizer, it creates a lot of like aliasing or whatever. There's a lot of like aliasing are these kind of digital artifacts that you can especially hear in the highs. They get like mushy, right? And analog synthesizers don't have that problem. So when you make a polyphonic analog synthesizer, which is what I did by taking this Moog and then putting this multi-sample, and I just stacked up the voices. But yeah, it's got like what are we at? Yeah, it's got 6 voices. But just check out what it sounds like when Here, I'll just play this track from here and just listen to this drop with the chords. This chord sound that we got was just fucking crazy.
I can see for miles. Is this real? Pressure and release will reveal. Trying to hold water in my hand. Broken pieces from sea to land. By thread. Can we save it? Hanging by thread. Water in my can we save hanging by thread. Can we save it? Hanging by thread. Water in my can we save it? Hanging by
Anyway, you get the picture with that. But this sound from the Moog, like this, a polyphonic Moog is so rare. Like Moog has only released like the polyphonic Moog, the Moog 1, really recently. You know, like in the last month, and then the last one that they did was in the '70s. But like these chords, you know, with the analog voices, man, like that would be a really expensive analog voice, you know, like, or an analog synth. So I mean, the Poly Moog, it's like it starts at $6,000. You know, they're really, really expensive. But we were able to create a sound that is like the polyphonic Moog by sampling a monophonic Moog and layering up the voices, and then you get this chord shit that's just like. Anyway, so that's where I'm going with this. But to be able to make a sound like that, you have to make these multi-samples. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to make a multi-sample. So I've got a bunch more of these to go today, and it's kind of not the most exciting thing for me to do. I mean, it's exciting for you to learn about it, but it's a very repetitive process. I spent a lot of last night doing this too. If you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me while I'm doing this process, I'm happy to answer your questions about anything. Oh yeah, check this out. Just got all the Slate stuff. Guess who just got sponsored by Slate? Yeah, bitches. So that's pretty cool. All right, so this process I created. So I'm in the let's see, what is this, slow res? So I'm in the MPC software here. And I'm going to just save as, and then Moog, little fatty, slow res, save. Okay, great. And then that's going to save all my files. So I've sampled every note on this keyboard, or every 5 notes I've sampled. And then now I've put it on the hard drive of the MPC. Oh, did I save it in the wrong spot? I think I saved it in the wrong spot, like a dum-dum. There we go, save it there. Okay, cool, so there comes my file. So now when I go in here, oh, hang on, I gotta do a step. I forgot a step. Yeah, I'm just coming back from a break, so I forgot a step. I gotta make a, let's see, zoom out. Yeah, that's good. Regions. So I'm going to chop this thing. This will make more sense when you see me do it from scratch. But I got to chop this first one. Convert. New program with samples. And then save. Okay, and now the new samples. Okay, so I'm generating these lists of samples. And this is one note every 5 notes for the keyboard. And when I put these in here, I normalize the volumes to make them all the same volume. And then I'm going to go here and distribute ranges equally. And then once I've done that, now I have a Moog that is in software, and these are going to be going out to all the dojo members. These are going to be part of your dojo membership package, which is pretty cool. And I'm also going to be releasing them to the public on Rack Friday, which happens on Black Friday. But yeah, so check it out. So that's the patch, but then like watch what happens when you play like a... Oh no. There's a crackle. Okay, I got to do that one again. Yeah, there's a crackle in my sample, so I'm gonna load recent. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again from scratch, and you can see the process. One cable. Crackled. Okay, well I'll listen again. Hopefully it won't crackle. Okay, so this project in the MPC here, it has a. If I go to MIDI channels, you can see that there's this like ladder of notes here. And there are 26 notes, one note every 5 semitones going up the octave. And I'm going to record this into this audio track. So I've armed the audio track in the MPC. I'm going to turn down the volume so you don't have to listen to the synthesizer do this. Okay, so now you can see that the synthesizer is playing all of these notes. And the reason why I'm using the MPC for this process is because the MPC, like Machine, has the ability to split a sample by regions. So I want to make this into 26 equal chops after this recording process. So yeah, so I'm going to use the MPC to make those chops and put them in a folder and then put them over in Ableton. All right, so let's see what's. Oh yeah, there we go. So the question Todd was saying, is any reason you're using this in MPC versus Live Sampler? Yeah, Live doesn't really have an ability, to my knowledge, to quickly split a sample into 26 equal parts. And that's what I need to do to really make this process work. Like the slicer in Simpler is cool, but it doesn't give you the type of slicing that I'm after here, splitting it up into all these different parts. So yeah, so I mean it's a bit of a laborious process to do this, but the result that you get, as you heard with that track, the result that you get is totally fucking worth it. And all of you in the dojo, it's gonna be like fucking Christmas when I drop this. We're talking 100 analog patches that I made for you guys, so I'm really, really excited. But yeah, definitely pretty labor intensive, which is why I'm streaming. So yeah, I want to fucking answer questions here. All right, Jacob Romero. Jacob Romero, no, you can't really make a polyphonic synth unless you sample your synths like this, because you need to make a sample where you have one note every note, or one note every 3 notes, or one note every 5 notes, and then chop it up. So that way, because I mean, you can make a polyphonic version of a sample just by loading a sample in and turning the polyphony up. But once you time stretch a sample kind of out of its natural range, like past like about 5 semitones, it's kind of a bit much, you know? All right, so here, I'm gonna zoom in here. Just make sure to cut off any little extra sound at the beginning there. And then, now this is the part that I need the MPC for. I'm gonna do a region chop with 26 regions. And then I'm gonna convert, and this is gonna crop all of the samples. Now I've cropped all the samples. And now I'm gonna save as, and I'm gonna go here and save as Moog little fatty slow res. Save. And that should overwrite that folder. So now when I go here, oops, I didn't name it properly. Okay. I'll call that slow res again. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. That was a mistake. Okay, so save as Moog little. Oh wait, it's weird how sometimes I get to use the keyboard and sometimes I don't. Okay, Moog little fatty, and then the patch name is slow res. Yeah, the keyboard on the MPC is not that great. Like when you're typing like that, it's not that great. There's definitely a lot of things about the MPC that are amazing, but there's definitely a lot of things that are a little bit quirky. Okay, so now I'm going to take my 26 chops. I didn't hear any clicks that time or anything. Normalize the volumes. Then distribute ranges equally. And one thing with analog synths is they're always going out of tune. So I want to make sure that that's a C. So I'm going to select all here. And then there we go. That's C. That's actually pretty much right on. Okay, so now here's the trick to making it polyphonic. Turn the glide off and go to filter global and turn the voices to 6. And then oh, I'm ready to score a film right now. Move over, Vangelis. All right, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to save this as Moog little fatty slow res, and then now that's going to be in there, and now I can move on to the next one. So that's the process. You can do this in Ableton, but it's pretty much the same process. But yeah, check it out. So now if I look up fatty, look how many of these fucking things I've made. Like, what is that? I don't even know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's like 30, I think, probably 30 or 40 so far. It's, you know, it's a labor of love, but the sounds that everybody in the dojo is going to have after this are going to fucking rule. Jacob, you can use Machine to do this process. I'm just doing it on the MPC because I like the MPC. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to the MPC again, and I'm going to go back to my template here, and this is a template that is created for doing this kind of a task. And then arm the recording, and let's go over to the Moog. Okay, let's see what this thing. Yeah, I'll probably make 2 out of that one. And recording. Okay. Yeah, the low notes are always like all fucked because it's not really meant to go that low. But you know, once it's important to have it go all 128 keys. It just makes your life a lot easier when it goes all 128 keys. It makes the splitting afterwards in Ableton a little bit easier. But yeah, here I'll just turn down my sound card a bit. And then I'm not blasting you with the synth samples, right? The synths are fairly quiet. Okay, cool. Let's see if I got any questions over on YouTube. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Oh, Ableton Live Producer says that you can slice in simpler at equal lengths. Yeah, I know you can slice, but I don't think it can crop the samples. I don't think it can actually, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, Mr. Ableton Live Producer. I love that your name is Ableton Live Producer. It's great. But yeah, I don't know, like, can it split the samples and spit them out into a folder? Because I know that you can do a region chop, is what that style of chopping is called, is a region chop. But I'm not sure that it can actually export them into, I'm not sure that it can actually export them into a folder where you have new cropped samples. So that's really the functionality that I'm after. And I know that that Machine can do it, and I know that the MPC can do it. Interesting. Yo, Dennis P, where can I learn about Mr. Bill's method? I'm on his site. I'm a member of his site. Can you tell me, please, where I can learn about the Mr. Bill method in Ableton? Because, yeah, it'd be nice to have a method that doesn't involve the MPC. I mean, I like the MPC, but not everybody uses the MPC. Oh, that's my high note. And we're done. Okay, so now go into sample editor, zoom all the way in, clean up any latency, and then do a region chop with 26 equal regions, convert, crop the samples, main, file, save as, instruments, Moog, little, fatty, Mad Screamer, what is that, Mad Screamer closed, do it, save. Okay, so now we go to Ableton Live, select all the samples, go over to here, go to our new one, Mad Screamer closed. Yeah, this process, like, once you get quick at it, it's not terrible. Normalize the volumes. Very important to normalize the volumes so you're, especially with analog, because sometimes your patches kind of come out all crazy. Okay, so then go into here. And then tune this there. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, you wouldn't really want to chord with that sound. So I'm going to put the glide on this one and turn the voicing down to 1. Yeah, putting an arpeggiator into that would sound killer. Okay, so then this is going to be Moog Little Fatty, Mad Screamer closed. Okay, now we go back to the MPC, load recent, standalone plugins, and now I'm going to do one with the mod wheel open. Main, audio 1, record arm. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, if any of you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Okay, cool. Episode 67. Oh yeah, I'm on Ableton 10.05. Yeah, please send me the project file. I'd love to check that out, Dennis. And yeah, I got your email. I just haven't replied. I have some students over that I'm training, so it's kind of like things are hot and heavy at the dojo. Ian Golden from DJ Tech Tools stayed here last night too. That was pretty fun. Yeah, well, I mean, he had to evacuate because of the Malibu fire burned down the house. He was house sitting. But yeah, he was here too. That was pretty fun. But yeah, that would be awesome, Dennis. If you could send me the MIDI mapping, maybe when I'm doing the virus, it's faster. This way is pretty fast though, man. Like, I think the MPC workflow on this is pretty quick. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. Sampling, synthesizers. Okay, the camera is on. I am live streaming. Just FYI. No, you can come in here. It's just, you know, Can I say something? Yeah, sure.
Suzuka's on the way over.
Oh, great.
Just to meet you.
Okay,
you
cool.
guys can plan from there.
Okay.
And Slink and Queued Up are about an hour away.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, dude, it's a dojo party today.
Yeah.
Cool. Slink and Queued Up are coming over, and so is Suzuka Ponderosa. Poderosa. She's a great vocalist. But yeah, cool. So we might be recording some vocals soon. I'll see. I think I might do like an interview or something with Slink and Queued Up. Maybe get them on the live stream. Fun times. Fuck, I love having this place, man. Like, it's really expensive, but it's so fun to have a place that everybody wants to come hang out at. Oh, almost done. Oh, Jacob asks, when I pitch bend in the envelope editor with Ableton, sometimes the rest of my notes change back down and the line when the loop comes back around. It seems like I need to lock the pitch bend after what I've added. Yeah, that's just a quirk of pitch bend behavior in Ableton. I tend to not use the pitch bend if I can like if I can modulate the transpose instead of doing a pitch bend, I'll typically try to do that to get around that problem. But you can always put a little blip of pitch bend automation at the beginning of all of your clips, and then that will, and then if you put this little blip of automation at the beginning of all your clips, it'll reset the pitch bend when each clip plays, so you can't like leave the pitch bender up or leave the pitch bender down, because yeah, that shit's fucking annoying. Okay, so save as. Moog Little Fatty, Mad Screamer, open. Do it. Save. I like that the MPC command is do it. It's really fun. You're like, yeah, do it. Do it. Do the thing. Okay, Mad Screamer, open. Normalize volumes. And then distribute ranges equally. And then I gotta go here and knock the root note down 2, and then I think up. Trying to get that right at 0. Ooh. Dude, that with an arpeggiator would sound fantastic. Cool, and then that's one voice, yeah, great. Okay, so Moog Little Fatty, Mad Screamer, open. Okay, so that's 2 versions of that patch. Alright, patch 64. Yeah, I'll probably just need that. Okay, let's go back to the MPC. File, load resync, get my template out. Great, and then make sure to arm my audio track to record, and then record. Cool. Yeah, Sean Willop, BC represent. Oh man, sorry to hear your back's not feeling well, Jacob. That sucks, bro. I had my back was hurt the other day. It was really frustrating. Oh, I see. Okay, so Dennis is saying Mr. Bill has a way to do it where you create a MIDI loop that is automating all of the record buttons. That's actually a pretty clever way to do it. That's cool. Yeah, that could definitely be a good way to do it, where you just have like a new recording for each note. And the MIDI timing on the IAC driver MIDI loop is pretty solid. Yeah, that's definitely a way to do it. I mean, that might be slightly faster than this. That's an interesting way to do it. Mr. Bill's so clever, man. I fucking love that guy. It's so fun having him over here. I miss him already. Thanks, Dennis P. Doing this for like a piano or something must be really time consuming. Oh, there we go. Okay, now let's chop. See, this method, I kind of like that we have this little editing phase so that I can clean up any latency too. So I like that. And it's pretty quick to crop the samples and everything in here. Okay, so we got poundage bass now. Normalize the volumes. Distribute ranges equally. And then I gotta do some nudging of the, get the detune perfect. There we go. Great. Save. Tonnage base. All right, next one. It's a cool sound. That could be cool for like chords or whatever, or like little sharp sounds. I'm gonna turn the BPM way up on this one though, because the sounds are so short. So I'm gonna go to the, I'm gonna go to 666 BPM. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever done anything at 666 BPM. Yeah, 666 BPM is plenty long enough. Yeah, you can change the BPM on this template to make the sounds longer or shorter. This one I just need short little hits. Oh, those highs sound great. Okay. Now back to the sample editor. And then cut off that little extra bit. There, great. Regions. 26 equal regions. Convert. Crop the samples. Save as. Sequing 5 THS. What a weird patch name. Okay, save. Okay, so this one I think I'm going to want poly synths on this one. Yeah, because I bet this will sound really good with like I bet this will sound really good as a poly. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then we'll go to the filter and we'll turn the voicing up to like 6 and turn the glide off. Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds excellent. Okay, next one. It's another bass. Yeah, the Moog Little Fatty really excels at bass. They're so thick. Okay, nice. Cool, man. Yeah, thanks for the tip on the Ableton only process, Dennis P. I'll probably check that out. I think if I were to do a tutorial for this, I would probably want to make sure that it's like a Ableton only process, because the amount of people that have an MPC is just so small, you know. Cool. Oh, Jacob Romero, if you want to program the buttons on the side of your MIDI fighter to jump up and down octaves, you need to use the pitch plugin and map it to control the pitch plugin. And if you have a MIDI pitch plugin that you're turning on and off that is up or down 16 semitones, then that'll give you a different drum rack bank. I'm excited that Slink's coming over. I love Slink, man. He's so fucking rad. Yeah, I should probably do an interview or something while he's here. I mean, could maybe do a tune, but I got some guests. Oh, actually, I should see if Andrew Huang wants to come over. Okay, another one down. Bump, bump, bump. Ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-dum. Ba-ba-dum, bump, bump. Ba-dum, bump, bump. Ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-bump. Convert that. Save as.
Dylan, is there a laundry room in this building?
You can just do laundry in our bathroom.
The guy out in the hall was asking.
Oh yeah, the laundry room's basically there. It's at the end of the hall, and then there's like a combination to get into the laundry room. But we have laundry in our unit. But the door for the laundry is like right there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I don't know what the combination is though, because we just do laundry here.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's that. And then this Avenant bass is probably gonna be a mono one. Usually you don't want chords, but some of the bass ones have sounded good doing chords, so we'll just have to see how it sounds. Normalize the volumes. Let's get ourselves a C. Actually, it doesn't sound bad as a poly, so I'm going to keep it poly. Okay, cool. That one's cool. Wow, that's a fantastic patch. Really, really nice. Yeah, anyone else have any questions about anything? I am happy to answer your questions. Okay, take it easy, Dennis. Thanks for sending me that project, man. I'll have to check out that method. Sounds pretty promising. Wow, this one's gonna be really cool. That sync, the oscillator sync sounds really good. I love oscillator sync. I think these samples could be coming in a little hotter. I think I might turn the gain up on my mixer. Yeah, Josh, Stanley, rest in peace. Definitely sad. I mean, he made it to 95 though, which is pretty impressive, you know? Like he definitely had a real ass kicker of a life. I think it's much sadder when people die and nobody cares about them than when they're like celebrities and lots of people care and they're all touched and everybody's inspired by their life. That's not the saddest death, you know? When you die and like nobody cares about you and you're alone and you're in pain, that's like really sad, you know? But I'm not that sad about Stanley. 95, that's pretty good, you know? It's pretty good. Oh yeah, Jack Herrera in the place, making this less boring. Oh yeah, gotta love that Jack, man. Jack Herrera, shit's delicious. Okay, cool. So that one, go in, trim off the unnecessary beginning, do my region chop. 26 regions, convert, crop the samples, save as, into my saved instruments folder, mode little fatty wave runner, save, and then go here, delete all those, go get the samples, See, this is like a pretty quick process, you know. What it's I mean the long part is recording the sample of the synthesizer. That's really what makes it take a long time. But you know, once you got that down. Yeah, I'll keep that one poly. That's a useful poly. Okay, so this is Moog, Little Fatty, Wave Runner. All right. That one's kind of a percussion, but yeah, some of these are like. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss this little fatty. I've certainly made a lot of tracks with this synth. I'm glad to be sampling it, but it will be missed. It's been my go-to for a long fucking time. Okay, oops. There we go. So, dominating, yeah, the MIDI pitch plugin I mentioned is just the pitch plugin in Ableton. Yeah, just the pitch thingy. Yeah, Domini, well, I don't do it in Ableton because Ableton doesn't have like a chop and split feature. So Mr. Bill has a way to do it in Ableton with like a workaround. Someone just sent me a project folder for it. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Let's look up the Mr. Bill way. Okay, so let's get this over here. But yeah, okay, I'll do it. But yeah, Dennis P. Just sent me. Dennis P. Where is Dennis P? Oh, he hasn't sent me the thing yet. Yeah, Dennis hasn't sent me the product. I mean, I'll see if I can do it. I'll see if I can do it in Ableton. I think I know what the Mr. Bill template for doing this is like. So I think I can make it. But it's a little bit trickier in Ableton because you're gonna have to we're gonna have to send MIDI out of Ableton and back in using the IAC driver. But yeah, fuck it, I guess I'll do it. I mean, it is gonna make this take longer, but it would be kind of nice to have it set up in Ableton to do it. Okay, I'll not do it the MPC way. This is gonna be the last MPC one, I guess. So this is Matrix Synth. Oh, silliness. It's weird, sometimes on the MPC it lets me do it with the keyboard, and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so now let's do this, and then go over to here, and we'll get the Matrix Synth one out. I mean, I do kind of like that. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to keep doing it the MPC way because there's parts of this that make it so that I can use these in the MPC also. And I kind of want all these sounds in my MPC. I will do a tutorial about this in Ableton later at some point. I'll do it for a weekly download or something. Because it's a pretty valuable skill. And then, okay, let's see, poly. Oh yeah, it sounds great as a poly. Okay, so yeah, copy the samples, and this is matrix synth. Yeah, I will, Domini. I will do it for a weekly download. I'll put it in the weekly download list. I'll do that once I got another one of these things recording. Yeah, I'll put it in a weekly download list. I'll add it to the weekly download. Maybe not for a live one, but I'll add it to the weekly download. Okay, so what do we got next? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, what a cool patch. Okay. That one's kind of like you gotta play it with the mod wheel. I might record it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that one. Record. Okay, so yeah, Domini, I'm gonna add your request here now to the weekly download. God, I wish they didn't break how the fucking searching works on everything Apple. You can't just search for things anymore. Okay. Weekly download. Making multi samples. Making multi samples of hardware in Ableton only. Okay, I'll add that there. Yeah, that's a useful thing. That's useful enough. Cool. Good comment, Dominique. Thank you. How many more patches do I have to do? 29. 29 more and I'll be done. Yeah, this is really like, this is work, man, doing this shit, but it's gonna be so worth it when I have all those patches done. And everybody in the dojo is just gonna have, it's like giving everybody in the dojo a hardware synth, you know? They're gonna be so stoked. I mean, I'm just so impressed with how well these sounds translate, like actually in the mix in a song. Like the difference, like if you're like comparing an analog synth to a digital synth, it's not immediately apparent how much better the end product is gonna sound when you're just listening to raw oscillators, because anytime you're listening to a synth sound that's like that basic, it's just not exciting. Like our ears they're kind of used to hearing really processed, really intense synthesizer noises, right? So when you're just listening to like a sound where it's just like a filter and you know, there's like a filter and like an oscillator and that's it. You know, it's the temptation is to be kind of just like so, you know. But these sounds later really come to life. Like once you start processing them and stuff, you can really like the value of the analog character becomes a lot more apparent. Okay, save. Great. This one I have a feeling is going to sound better as a mono synth. Oh, very out of tune. There we go. Gonna turn it up a bit. Yeah, you might want it as a polysynth someday. I kind of think I would probably use that as a monosynth, but I'll save it as a poly. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna do it low. Yeah, I'll probably want it like that too. Yeah, some of them I'm doing two multi-samples for the same thing, because there's like maybe two states that you want to capture. Okay, let's do that now. Yeah, this is gonna be really fucking rewarding, man. I already like that track with the track that I was making with Ian, the Echo from Echo Zoo. Fuck, man, like when we got these Moog sounds in there and the sampler, it was like a game changer, man. Like it really was. It made the track go from being like cause it's hard to make sounds loud when they're kind of like really like digital and like they hurt your ears and stuff. If you make a sound that hurts your ears loud, you just don't want to listen to that, right? But if you have an analog sound or another sound that's just like a more naturally kind of pleasant sound, your ear will tolerate it being really loud, which is why like EPROM, a lot of his music, for example, he gets to break a lot of the mixing rules, you know, where like he'll have his subs way louder than other people would in their mix, but because the track has this kind of nasty analog sort of a character to it, it just somehow, it's more forgivable to do these weird things with the mix. So he's able to get a lot of these like really crazy mix downs that just probably wouldn't work if he was using entirely digital sounds, you know? And it's part of what makes the music sound so raw and so cool is that there's all this rule-breaking chaos happening, you know? And a lot of that's from being an analog maestro. He's a real beast, man. Yeah, I really can't wait to drop that track. Yeah, people are actually cutting up samples of the live stream in the dojo, thingy, the blah blah blah, the Facebook group. People were screen capturing. All right, it's that one. Sample edit. Yeah, I'm really excited about that track. I think that track could be a hit if we really fucking do our due diligence, you know? I think we could make that track amazing. The vocals are really great. I'm surprised how easy it was for the girls, like Sharito and I think it's Chan or Che. I think it's Che. It's either Che or Chan from Echo Zoo. The vocals came out so naturally, man. Like it was like she didn't even really have to work that much, you know. Like it was just, it seemed so easy for her, which is great. I love when musicians can make it look easy, because it's totally work. Even if it doesn't look like work, like when a musician just shows up and rocks it, man, it is fucking work to get to the point where it looks easy. Okay, so let's go back to Ableton. I will do the same thing, but with the low mod wheel version. Oops. Oh, okay, I went and accidentally made extras. Yeah, I did it 2 times. Ooh, good thing I noticed that. Yeah, I ran that one process switch. You know why? Because I smoked weed. That kind of little shit starts slipping through the cracks when I smoke weed. I mean, maybe some other people are super ninjas, but I'm pretty sure that anyone stoned starts making all these little fucking silly errors. That's the one thing that I love smoking weed, but it does kind of chop a couple points off your IQ when you're stoned all the time, you know? This is gonna bother me if I don't clean up this folder with these extra ones I accidentally made. Actually, I wonder if I can undo and will it delete them? No. So it doesn't delete them, so I'll keep redoing to the end. Actually, I saved my thing anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so these ones, that one, that one. Oh, it's so hard. You gotta be like a sleuth to make sure you don't get the wrong ones. So let's make sure this. Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I fucked these up. Okay. Yeah, I gotta kill it. I accidentally ran that process twice and made too many of these things. I go back to that slicing process again. Oh, poop. I messed up. So I'll load recent, and I'm gonna load that on top of itself. Okay, but I have the sample, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, so now let's go to sample edit, zoom in. Okay, that's done. Program. Region chop, 26 regions. Chop it, do it. Okay, and that should. Bam, there we go. Sick, fixed it. Alright, yeah, weed makes everything take so much longer because of that shit. I mean, it's fun though. It certainly is making this less boring. That's for sure. Okay. That one sounds great. That sounds really nice. Okay, so I'm a little fatty, mod the octave. Oh wait, cancel. Mod the octave low. Gotta add the low. Alright, then back to the MPC. Standalone plugins. I think I want that one with the mod wheel. Oh yeah, it's got those really harsh kind of highs. Sounds pretty good with those highs, so I'm gonna do it like that. Benjamin Wolf says, can you make sure I'm a member of the correct group when you get the chance? I'm a Dojo member. Well, being a member of the Producer Dojo Facebook group, like when I say dojo members, I'm talking about the people, the website members, you know, like the people who I'm like interacting with. Like if you have access to the members area, you're a member of the Producer Dojo, but the Producer Dojo group is like, it's like an open public group, you know, it's not part of the membership program. But I've been thinking of like we're doing these belts, and I've been thinking I might make white belt being a member of the Producer Dojo Facebook group. But all the other levels are like inside the dojo, like in the members area, all the other belts. But yeah, I think I might expand the definition of white belt to be the other ones. I called Dave already today. I've been meaning to talk to him about a bunch of dojo stuff. One thing I really like about doing this with the live stream is I can see how long I've been doing it. It's kind of like running a timer. So I'm like, fuck, been doing this for an hour. How many have I done in an hour? Gotta do more, faster, better. Oh, those highs are nice, really clear and clean. Those would sound great with an arpeggiator or something. Sound really nice. Oh, okay, so yeah, Benjamin Wolf. Yeah, if you're a class of 808, you get access to everything that I make ever, right? So all the class of 808 members are going to get this as soon as it's ready, basically. I'm just going to put it right into the class of 808 member archive. So, you know, it'll be right in there ASAP. But yeah, I'm doing that, like, I have these 2 students over, and we're doing dojo training days. They're just getting their pallets ready upstairs, so it's kind of a good time for me to do this. But they're here, so I'm going to be developing a bunch of new stuff while they're here. I'm basically taking a whole week to, like, train them and then make new sounds and shit. So you in the dojo will be able to enjoy it. And then we're having a producer dojo Rack Friday on Black Friday when I'm going to be unveiling all of these for sale to the public, but also for free to the dojo members. Yeah, it's going to be rockin'. Save. This one I think is probably going to sound better as a mono, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. Yeah, you could maybe. I could see that as a poly. Actually, I'll save it as 2 different versions. I'll do a poly and a mono. Actually, I should probably do that for most of them. But I think, like, I'm just saving right now. These are the raw oscillators. I'm going to make a bunch of them into, like, sexy patches, you know? Like, right now they're oscillators, which is cool. But you might want them to be... You might want them to be a little different. Yeah, like this. Here, I'm going to turn this up so you can see. I'm just going to do a little bit of quick sound design with this and make it fun. But I think this, if I put this blip arp sound that I made, the portamento chirper, yeah. Okay, so this is an arpeggiator experiment that was probably, I guess, most famously used in my track Never Alone, where basically this is spitting out pairs of notes, and I've created this automated system to spit out pairs of notes, and there's these note length plugins and stuff that are making the notes like late and early, and then it's designed to generate pairs of notes that go into a sound that has the glide on, and then oh yeah, it sounds dope. Dude, that sounds so amazing. that sounds just crazy. Like that'd be a really good for sound design. And then I think also like if you were to just run like a straight arpeggiator into it even, and like let's say I just did like a that just sounds amazing like that. Like I feel like I won something. Like that's just tight, man. That sounds fucking awesome. So I'm gonna call this one mono. So this will be Moog Clicky Flab mono. Yeah, I can't wait to start sound designing these things and making like nice patches out of all these oscillators. Because having good oscillators, it's honestly, it's just so much of the sound is the oscillator, like so much of it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do it open and closed. Fuck, man. Yeah, I keep thinking I'm getting closer, but a lot of these just require being done in 2 different states. Okay, here we go. Here, I'll turn that down on the stream there. Man, those portamento chirps are cool. I should probably put that into the library. Oh, wait, actually, I think it's in the studio template. Yeah, if you're a dojo member and you want the portamento chirper, it should be in the studio template. Oh, yeah, Josh Bisher. Yeah, we have 2 different FL Studio people. And yeah, Jake, all this shit, like, with an analog synth, like simple shit sounds better, you know? And it's like, it's really easy to be kind of like, oh, arpeggiators are underwhelming or something, but it's actually like, it's probably just, you know, it's just like, it's too much serum or massive or whatever. It just sounds like, it has this really aliasy kind of digital sound, especially when you get like all the sounds in your track are like that. But analog, man, analog is life.
Oh.
Hey, what up, Jacob?
Hi.
Yo, I'm streaming, so
You're
don't
streaming?
say anything like actually incriminating.
Incriminating?
Yeah.
I have something embarrassing I can tell you.
Nice. Yes, what's up?
Hello. Hi, stream. It's been a
Jacob Noah, host of The Gift of Bad, has arrived
Yeah.
to gift us with his badness.
Hey.
Yeah, just celebrity guest, celebrity guest.
Streaming with the door open, just letting it all hang out today,
Yeah,
you know?
totally. Yeah, I'm making these fucking multi samples, dude, with the Moog. We made a DIY Moog 1.
I heard.
It sounds insane.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really
Are
good.
you
So
sampling right
I'm
now?
I'm sampling with the MPC. So I have this process where I sample in like a ladder of notes, and then I'm gonna split it into 26 equal samples,
Yes.
and then bring those into Ableton and put them into a sampler. So it's
You know what's
almost
good about
done.
this is that you can just sit around and not feel lazy. That's what's
Yeah,
good about
totally.
sampling.
I was like checking Facebook earlier. I was like, no, yeah, you have to. Okay, so go to sample editor, zoom in, cut off the latency, and then regions, 26 regions, chop into 26 samples, and then save as, saved instruments. And then this is Moog, little fatty, wah tone 2. Do it, save. Okay, but yeah, here. So check this out in live. This is just like arpeggiators running into the little fatty. Like the tone. Or like, check this one out. This is really fun. This one I think is in the studio template.
That's such Such nice movement, man.
But yeah, this is
got
I made this thing for generating chirp noises.
Yeah.
And it generates random pairs of notes where the notes are like one of them's a little late, so the glide goes on.
Oh.
So it's using the glide as a pitch bend. So
That's really
anything
nice.
with glide. Yeah, I'll probably put that. I've kind of forgot about that rack. I used it on my track Never Alone in the bridge.
Okay.
The bridge is basically all about that. But yeah, so anyway, let's get this next one. So the MPC, kind of part of the beauty of this process is the MPC spits me out these 26 chopped samples really nicely. And then normalize the volumes. And then, yeah, if you've used the Moog sub from the weekly download, that is Jacob's sub. Were like that. I think it's because wow, if you're making trap or whatever, that's a sweet noise. But yeah, it's kind of a detuned noise. Wah tone 2. And then I think I might do wah tone 2 closed. Yeah, that could be useful. Okay, so I gotta reset my template and start the process again. Alright, here we go. Let's see if alright. Yeah, hey, yeah, Mr. Ableton Live Producer. I'm not really working on a track right now. It's just a project. Like, there's just an empty project where I'm making sampler multis. So there's no track.
Really wants to hear that track.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the fucking Polymoog. I'm gonna be doing it on every track now.
Really?
That and fucking balloon noises, bro.
Balloon noise?
I've contact mic'd the balloon through the modular.
Okay.
Woo! You haven't lived until you've contact mic'd the balloon.
Makes your hair blow back.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's in that new one with Mr. Bill. The drop is all contact mic.
Oh my god, that I want to hear. Is that the one that I worked on a little bit? I had like
I
a
don't know.
slice of it for a second.
Maybe.
We worked on a little bit of it upstairs, but it was I came the next
Oh
day.
yeah,
and I
yeah,
was like,
yeah. In your lesson, you started.
I came
it
the
during
next
your
day and I
lesson.
was like, you guys, you did a lot of stuff. He's so quick.
Yeah, we went in. Oh yeah, it's insane.
then
It's
when
like
I-
watching someone do a speed run of Ableton.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Oh, we got some guests. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Wow, good to see you.
How's it going, man?
Lots of love. Oh,
Hello,
excellent.
friends.
Yeah, just chilling. Hey, come on in.
Hey, how you doing?
Come on
How's it
in.
going?
Yeah, so
What's
we're
up? How are you,
I'm
bro?
currently live streaming while I'm
Jason, man.
making sampler instruments, so just hanging out.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just you should say what's up to live stream. Hey, how's it going? I'm Dylan.
How are you?
Lots of love. Welcome. Welcome.
What's up, live stream?
Yeah, I love your vocals. Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Good times.
Oh,
Good
man.
times. But yeah, this is the studio. And here, check it out.
This is a nice studio,
We got,
dude.
yeah, it's like took all of my savings to build it,
Yeah.
but it's
Wow.
built. Yeah, then check it out. We got a booth in here with there's a drum kit with blankets on it, so that when you do vocals, you know. Yeah, and there's like talkback and a Neumann. It's awesome. So yeah, so we can totally record here. It's super fun. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go because we have some more guests now, and yeah, but I will talk to you soon. Thanks for keeping me entertained while I was doing this horribly boring task. You rock. Lots of love.